I want you guys to see how many are so much like you, how many can relate to you. And you know, that's what's kind of crazy, is because isolation, it's a disconnect from others. In so many ways we are connected. Hey you guys, you can tell, just a pre-warning before I play this, I'm just editing right now. I wanted to tell you, you can tell it's been a while since I've done a video. This video didn't quite turn out like I thought it would, but I don't like to redo videos because then it kind of seems scripted, and I'd rather just keep it completely raw, you know. Anyways, I hope it helps in some way, and love you guys. I hope you like this video. Hey you! Wow, it's been a long time, and it's been a really long time since you guys have been in my bedroom. It's a mess. You're sitting on top of my big laundry pile. Loneliness. So, before we get started, I just have to say, majority of you understand I'm no expert. I'm just a friend here to talk to. When we're going into this topic, I'm not a therapist, I'm not certified for anything like that. Not like a life coach, although that would be cool. But I'm here as a friend. Like I said, this has been a big topic, and I've been reading up a lot on it because I am just gathering up pieces here and there, and I'll share. In case you don't know, I call you guys, and for those that's struggling, I email you back. Lately, there's been a lot of more. I got a lot of emails to catch up on and stuff, but I'm always here, you guys. If you need me to give you a call, whatever it is, I'm an open book, and just here to listen. Because sadly, there's been a lot of sad messages, and I think that a big part that goes with chronic illness is dealing with all these symptoms and stuff. When you're a YouTuber, you can actually type in certain words, and the comments related to those words will pop up. Like, I decided to type in loneliness, and this is some of the comments that I have found from you guys. Now, if you don't know who I am, hi, I'm Evie. I make videos based on invisible illnesses, and we just talk about them. Try to give you a judgment-free support spot here on the internet. So I hope you find this helpful. If you want anything, want to add anything, comment down below, okay? Because that only helps. Majority of the time, the comments are even better than the actual video, so make sure you do that. Here are some of the comments that you guys have left me. From GT Farrier: could you consider mentioning any good online groups for fellow spoonies to find connection and company for the hard or lonely times we are faced, please? Thank you. It was lovely to see you, even if it was brief. Looking forward to hearing about your concert. Thank you. I went to Rock USA a couple weekends ago, and I felt bad. I did a really brief little video just to let you guys know, and the concert was awesome. Missed out on Rob Zombie because the wicked storm's coming in. Everybody was evacuated. They're telling you to stay away from your windows, but we were staying in a camper. But it was awesome. Got to see so many awesome bands, like Theory of a Dead Man, I Prevail, Marilyn Manson, In This Moment. So many awesome ones. I think I shared a couple videos on Instagram, so thank you for that. As for our support group page, we have one, Facebook. Me and Mom had built it, and it is facebook.com/fibromyalgia. So when you type that in, you'll see several different pages come up, but the white background with the purple ribbon, that would be me. Okay. Got a great group there. I don't think it's quite as great as when Mom was there to help me, but it's there. I do have another spoonie. He can be a big help when he's feeling well. He really helps me out with the page there. So, Stella, I'm sorry, you guys. I barely know English, so I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name. I absolutely hate when people call me Evie. So I'm sorry. She says, thank you for the site. I did subscribe. Thank you. Welcome to the Spoonie fam. It's been a lonely road, even though I have a big family. They don't understand. This is great for support for those of us with the same suffers in silence. Yes. Jen, the messy bun mom. I would totally hang out with you because we're a lot alike. Yeah, I live in Florida. Skip to the part. I lost a lot of friends when I found out I have fibromyalgia. I stopped being able to party or work, and they didn't want to hang out with someone who's slow like a grandma. It hurts a lot. I do have best friends, though. My husband, my sister. I try to be happy with that. My husband works a lot, and my sister lives 45 minutes away, so I'm very lonely. It'd be nice to have a friend to meet at a cafe. I'd love to meet you sometime. That would be awesome. I'd love to gather up and meet a bunch of you spoonies. Thank you, and I understand. That was me. I lost a lot of my friends. I have to say it was a little lonely when I was first diagnosed, going through it all. I didn't realize how misunderstood Fibro was, along with the autoimmune stuff. You're not out partying and stuff evermore. You're not even getting out. So I know exactly what you mean there. My husband is great though, that helps. And I do have kids that keep me on my toes. You know, loneliness, you could be in a crowded area full of people and still feel lonely. So it has nothing to do with technically the people. It's you feeling isolated from people. No connection. And something like fibromyalgia or some health condition can do that. But there's other things that can too. There's a whole list, and we're going to go through that. Calico Cat says, LOL, I hardly have any true friends left. I have just about the youngest kids. Am antisocial husband. Hurt too bad to leave the house. I invite people over, but no one comes over. I feel your pain. And you notice how you have all these friends. You first have all these friends, and then you end up having to cancel, and you already feel like crap for canceling. But then they kind of assume that you're not going to feel good the next time, so they don't call you. Sucks. Starburst. Oh, I love them reading these messages. Okay, I know I comment like too many times on the same videos. No. It's just something weird about me. I can't condense to save my life. That's the best part about you. But as I'm watching through the new topics come up, I can't help myself but have something to say. I wish I knew more people with understanding of this chronic illness. I feel like we've lived closer, we would be good friends. There you are, kind of lonesome, and I'm in Florida, feeling lonely, and who knows how many other spoonies feel this way too. It's so important to find happiness to ourselves like you. Said, the whole video felt like sitting together, drinking coffee, and chatting about real stuff. Love you, Ev. Love you, Starburst. I always love reading your comments. You guys never feel like you write too much. I always read them. Maybe not always comment, but I always read them. Lori, living again. Hello, I am new here and I also deal with chronic pain. If anyone would like to talk, or if you can talk with any of you, please subscribe to me. I really need a support system and would love to support others because it can be very lonely and depressing when no one understands what you go through. Now, there was this awesome article that I loved the most. I'm going to kind of pick it apart here and share with you guys. Oh my gosh, I just remembered the Spoonie group from the Fibro support group on Facebook. I have a bunch of their messages too. I put, good morning Spoonies, question. I'm filming a video about fibro and loneliness. It's been highly requested. Is there something that you would like to see included? Please share below. And this is what I got. Kathy Clates Santos said, how about being diabetic too, which can cause neuropathy in hands and feet. So I have 2 different pains through my body. Well, that's just it, Kathy. That's horrible. And I'm sorry to hear that. But 80% of those diagnosed with fibromyalgia have another diagnosis. It's not often that a person that gets diagnosed with fibro only has that one. Okay, there's other issues normally, so you're definitely not alone in there. If people want to comment below what they've been diagnosed with, you can, and Kathy could see what I'm talking about. So you're definitely not alone there, and yes, that makes things so much more complicated. Teresa Johnson says, my husband brought up that he misses my cuddles. And I messaged her, that's sad to hear, Teresa, but I love that he confided in you. Many won't, because that's true. Many won't share that, and I love that he did that. I really hope that's something you guys can compromise and work through together. Mark says fibromyalgia contributes to low libido levels and the need to intimate sexual contact in all, but lost many couples don't have sex anymore because of the pain and discomfort that fibromyalgia brings. Yes, that's very true. If you guys want a video on something like that, let me know. Debbie Gilbertson says, I miss being independent. I used to be able to drive myself places out of our tiny town, but can no longer do that. I also miss not being able to be there. To help my kids with the grandkids as much, and having times when I am unable to cuddle with them. My life revolves around my home, my fur babies, a few close friends, and my family now. I used to be a very social person, enjoyed my work as a teacher. I loved being able to go out in nature, kayak, and take long walks. Those things are no longer a part of my life, and I miss them. It's very isolating. Janelle says, how about fibro and being a single parent? How do you make the bills without everything falling apart? My little one is special needs as well. How do you keep it all together and make sure your kids have a healthy, safe upbringing? It's a lot on your plate, Janelle. One day at a time, sometimes 1 minute at a time. You just do what you gotta do. Not because you technically know how to, but because you have to. Yeah, that'd be hard. Jenny says, I miss being able to snuggle with my husband, walking further than half a block, talking to my dogs, or taking my dogs for a walk, dancing the night away. Heck, everything I used to. My life stinks now. Kim, I miss having a social life and miss being able to walk around to shop or enjoy nature. What I'm really trying to say is I miss my own life. And honestly, Kim, you listen to all these messages, Everybody does. And that's what's a real heartbreaker. Nikki, I miss being invited and included when friends do things. I know there are things that I 100% can't do, but it's sad when they don't invite me anymore because they figure I won't be feeling well enough to even just hang out. I'm not sick 100% of the time, and just because I didn't feel good yesterday doesn't mean I won't feel good today. What was I just saying, you guys? Elaine, the exhaustion from being unable to sleep, the embarrassing sweating, the completely fuzzy head, and the mental state you become. Amen. Lilith says, I hate those days when I feel like invisible, unheard, being in a home full of people. They just don't seem to get it, and I get sick of explaining. I think in some ways it's not so much they don't get it as they have heard it all before and are desensitizing me. However, it still leaves me feeling isolated and alone, and has definitely caused problems in my marriage. This is just how it affects me mostly, but truly it is encompassing in all aspects of our lives to one degree or to another. I miss getting out of bed. That's from Ingrid. See, you guys? You see what I mean? There are so many of you. That's just some messages from Facebook and a few from YouTube. There's so many of you, and 70% of you won't even comment. And it's heartbreaking, but it's something that we need to talk about. It's not going to get any better. I really think together, though, we can make it better, and I want to make this video about that. Why I didn't realize it's going to take me this long. Sorry guys, you know I'm not the greatest with my words. I'm going to make a part 2, and we're going to talk more about all this, okay? I didn't realize it's going to take me this long just to read out your comments, but I want you guys to see how many are so much like you, how many can relate to you. And you know, that's what's kind of crazy, is because isolation, it's a disconnect from others. In so many ways we are connected. We're going to work on this, one video at a time. Comment below, tell me what you think. Were you surprised at how many other people feel the same way you do? Like I said, it felt pretty lonely when I first was diagnosed, and I didn't feel like anyone could get me. And then my mom, you know, her and I understood because we both had these issues. And then I lost my mom, and that's still tough. But it's something we can work through, and I'm here to help as much as I can, okay? I think a big part of it is that a lot of us lose hope. Even if you got the tiniest grain of hope, you can get it through. But when you lose all hope, it's like you lost everything. You know what I mean? But we're going to work on this, okay? Definitely not alone, and I hope you see that. I love yous, and I hope you're doing all right.